So this is it, this is our last stop, and since 2000 I've been coming here and stayed in Venice Beach, and there's just something about the atmosphere here. There's just the people, the art, just the vibe. So that's it, we have, this is our last sunset, and a pretty special sunset, and it was just a nice way to finish it off. We still have a few things tomorrow. We're not flying out until late tomorrow night. So we're meeting Tim Pierce tomorrow and recording some more content, delivering another guitar to somebody right here on the beach tomorrow. And it's just been an amazing trip. Coming down the coast of California after coming all the way from Ireland, it's just like a different world out here for us. And I think we've learned a lot about our guitars and about our customers this trip. You know, I think the enthusiasm that I felt, the love for what we've been doing has been really special. And after 2 years with COVID and not being able to really properly connect with people face to face, it's just been really, really nice to get out and
meet the customers again and just see their enthusiasm for what we do.
Finally, after 2 years, we've completed the design and build of this custom Amicus. So it's a real thrill to finally be able to meet Mike and deliver it to him in person. Yeah, so Mike, it's great to be here. Thanks for inviting us along to your church this morning.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, it's great. And we've been kind of like, almost acting like the local postman over the last week. We've been driving down the coast, and I think we took 9 guitars with us, and 6 of them have been delivered. And yours is almost the last, but it's a privilege actually to be able to give it to you in person, because it's, how long now? You probably know the weeks.
It's been about a year, I think, from start to finish, or close to that.
So this is not your first emerald?
No, I have 3 emeralds. I have 3 X20s, 1 12-string, 2 6-strings. My wife, I had one made for her that's purple, and then my son bought one. So we're an emerald family.
So what was it attracted you so much to our work?
I wanted carbon fiber, so I had a top brand guitar that was wood that I had at our house in Prescott, and it came back a month later. It was in the case with Humipacks, and the high E string was buzzing, which is a humidity.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so I started looking at carbon fiber I got on your site, really liked the design of them, and so I ordered just the basic green one off the site just to try it. Which was a lot cheaper than my top brand guitar, and really liked it. Played it at church here, and even my brother-in-law, who's the board op, goes, "Dude, that thing sounds sick." So that kind of got me looking at, okay, well, let's look at the other ones. Then I realized you could put a veneer of wood on it.
Yeah.
So I started seeing those, and then my 6-string that I played today is Coca-Cola, and then it's Spalta Chen Chen for the 12-string. And it's nice because you can pick out the wood, especially with your new 3D.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, with a 3D builder, yeah, you can have it very personal.
That's actually how I built this. Other than your specs on it that you tweaked and stuff. But
okay, so you want to open it up?
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, I look at other carbon fiber guitars and no one's done this to it and stuff. So this is my left-handed Amicus X20, my Amicus, excuse me, and that's Koa is the wood.
That's beautiful. Let me give it a stroke.
Plays regular. That sounds nice.
It's beautiful.
I'm gonna have to learn how to play it.
Yeah, I think we all were really delighted with how it turned out. The only difficulty I'm going to have now is everybody that's got a right-handed Amicus are going to want me to redesign it to match the specifications of this.
I'm sure.
Because we put some of the newer features, the newer heel design, and the
cool.
The positioning of the sound hole, and it's just, yeah.
Well, it was nice on your site too, because doing the 3D image and then picking the wood out and having that put on here, and then able to pick what tuners and what colors and all that stuff was really nice and easy. I had pictures of it. That's how I was sending to friends of mine, going, "Hey, look what I'm having built," and stuff. It'll be interesting playing it at church, because we've done some bluegrass stuff at church, so
that's
it'll be really nice.
It'll fit in really well. Well, thank you for being patient and thank you for challenging us to build a left-handed Amicus.
Well, someone's got to stand up for us lefties.
Staci Blevins has become a really big part of the Emerald Guitars story because she actually wrote our story. She's the person that wrote the Emerald book. So it's fantastic to finally get to meet her again in her side of the world and deliver her new custom guitar. This is a special one. So the last time we met, you came to Ireland.
That's right.
And we were working on the book. And now I get to come and meet you here.
Yes, back in my backyard
in
this
your
time.
Backyard.
Yeah.
What a really fantastic place to do it. And this whole trip has been about the pursuit of inspiration. And you know, we've been driving down the coast and we've been telling stories and meeting people and seeing the things that inspire me. And I guess the things that inspire me have in some way inspired you to put that book together. And that in turn inspired me. You know, to do more and keep going, and I think that's what I love about that word inspiration, is it's something that you know, just kind of keeps going around in circles.
Yeah.
When you get inspired, it also inspires others. And we've got your latest guitar here.
Yay! I can't wait to see her. I'm so excited.
So, do you want to see the guitar first, and then you maybe tell us a little bit more about some of your thoughts and inspirations behind the book?
Sure.
Or can you wait till after?
I can do it either way. I can do it either way.
Okay, it wouldn't be fair to keep you waiting.
Okay, good. Because last time you made me wait a really long time to open it, and that was just me.
So you've got a thing for koa.
I do, and that's you know, the whole reason I play music is based in the foundation of my love for Hawaii. So I started off playing ukulele, and then gravitated to Hawaiian slack key guitar. And so almost all of my instruments are koa, except for my classicals. And even my painted emerald is Kauai as well.
Yeah.
So I try to always go with koa when I can. Can't go wrong with koa.
Can't go wrong with koa. Well, it's such a beautiful...
Oh my. Oh my gosh. Wow. You know, when I made it on the builder, I had an idea what I wanted it to look like, but it doesn't really seem real until you see it in person, you know? I mean, pictures can only do it so much justice, and even then, they're hypothetical pictures. It's just stunning, Alistair.
Isn't it?
Oh my gosh, I just love it.
And I think the thing we love so much about koa is every piece is different, and
Right.
it's got the different colors, and there's so much depth in it. And when that light there catches it, it's...
And you get the flame curls in it.
yeah.
Oh,
so much
it's just
depth.
beautiful.
So, and I think the X10 Slimline, I think it's going to be a really nice guitar for you. It's got a beautiful acoustic voice.
Yeah.
And really great pickups when you want to amplify it, and just that nice, comfortable, compact.
It's the perfect travel instrument. You know, the trip, I just got back from Alaska yesterday, and I took the Kauai one with me to Alaska. And I'm so glad I did, because the plane was small, and I was worried about checking it. And, you know, I've always heard people say, oh, emeralds, you don't have to worry about it. And I was lucky to sneak it on, but I had so much more confidence knowing if I had to check it, it was going to be okay. It wasn't going to come back to me in pieces, you know.
Well, that's good.
Oh, just beautiful. When I got my first emerald, I noticed when I would go online, the people would talk about them, and it was almost like an evangelical fervor that people had, where they would talk about, you know, the ability to make your own custom design, you know, and you could pick a veneer or you could pick a color, you know, that you had all these different variation of models. It wasn't just a standard 6-string, one size fits all instrument, you know, and everybody had a reason as to why this particular instrument worked for them. You know, maybe they wanted, you know, a Chimera because they wanted to have 2 different tunings at the same time, or maybe they wanted an Amicus, or they wanted, you know, an acoustic bass that they knew that they could play with, or just a travel guitar like an X7 or something like that. And so in finding people and seeing how passionate they were about their instruments and why each one was so individualized, it was like there's sort of a story behind every single emerald that goes out the door. You know, even the ones that are factory spec models, when you guys design them, you come up with reasons for why you choose that particular veneer or that particular model. And I just got it sort of enthralled with the idea of they're not just instruments, they're really a way to tell your personal story or your desires and hopes and dreams within the frame of an instrument. And so then I approached you and asked if you would let me write about them, and I was so happy when you said yes.
Well, thank you. And I think that is, it's certainly the essence of what we've tried to do. At work we often talk about the fact that we don't just sell guitars, we sell stories. And we're very sensitive towards that. And it's great to know that other people see that from outside, that the stories do mean something to us.
Right.
And this whole trip has been about creating stories and retelling stories and connecting with new stories. And it's, there's so many things you can achieve in your life, but memories are the one things that you're never going to lose. They're always going to be with you.
Right.
And they keep on giving. You can dig back into the memory. The money's gone, but the memories are still there.
That's true. And I have to say, Alistair, one other thing I wanted to make sure that you know that I think, out of all the stories, and I didn't know this when I first started talking to you, to me the most inspirational is yours. And I didn't know what you had been through. I just knew you ran this really successful company. And so getting to hear about your background and the ups and downs that you had to go through to really get to the position where you are today, I found to be the most inspiring story of them all.
Oh,
really.
Thank you. Yeah, there's certainly been some ups and downs along the way, but yeah, it's been it's the ups that carry you through the downs.
Yeah.
You remembering those great moments, and the people and the enthusiasm, that keeps you motivated to keep on doing what you love. And thankfully we're at a stage now where it's become a little bit easier. It's not easy, but it's a lot easier.
Right.
And you don't feel like every day you could be not able to pay payroll. We went through many years of that, just about on the edge, but it was the inspiration that carried us through all those hard days.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were so many nice moments putting the book together, digging back into the memories. We spent hours together telling the stories, and I think that was definitely the nicest part of doing the book, was you have to dig back into your memories, really think about them in detail, and get the sequence right, and that was a pleasure. And there were so many great stories that we put in here, and some of them big stories that had a chapter, some of them little stories that had just a few lines, but every one of them important.
Absolutely. My only regret is the Virtuo's not in it, so we'll have to do a volume 2 one day.
Well, that's it. I mean, that's the thing with a book. You get a snapshot in time, but it doesn't stop the stories happening afterwards. So yeah, maybe we'll have to do something else in the future. But no, thank you for being part of the Emerald story and for capturing so many of them in this book.
Oh, the honor's been mine. It's been my pleasure entirely.
Oh, thank you. Well, that almost brings to an end our California adventure. We get on a flight tomorrow back to Ireland, but before we do, we're going to be dropping in with Tim Pearce and hearing some great insights for him. So make sure to tune in next week for another great episode of The Pursuit of Inspiration.